Something enormous is developing in relation to AMC, and recent data reveals a distortion that is so significant that it calls into question everything that we believed we knew about synthetic shares. The extent of concealed exposure around AMC is unlike anything that Wall Street can safely tolerate. If the most recent data is accurate, and now we are going to dissect the specific reasons why the situation is getting closer and closer to a breaking point. In spite of the fact that the conversation over AMC synthetics has been going on for several months, the most recent aggregated data provides the clearest picture to yet. A review of stock swap filings and ETF reports reveals a shocking sum of over 15 billion AMC-connected obligations. This figure, when compared to AMC's stated float of 433 million shares, translates to over 35 synthetic obligations for each and every real AMC share. Consequently, this indicates that for every share that has been allowed by AMC, dozens more have been formed through the use of intricate short-side instruments, settlement failures, and derivative structures that behave like shares despite the fact that they have not been legally produced. When the data from Morningstar ETFs, which reveal 14.949 billion AMC-related positions, is combined with the most recent total return swap disclosures, which add another 313.88 million. The total number of positions increases to 17. The calculation suggests a magnitude of commitments that would be impossible for a short seller to reasonably unwind. If AMC were to release every permissible share, which is around 550 million, it would not even be enough to cure a fraction of what is now in existence. That would only just about cover 500 million obligations, leaving 14.5 billion synthetic positions that are still floating around in the system. The larger picture is overlooked as a result of concerns with dilution. Due to the fact that the synthetic problem is so large, even full issuance is not sufficient to rescue short positions. Already, the imbalance is too significant to be resolved in a tidy manner. The tremendous attention shown by institutions can also be explained by this magnitude. While AMC is trading at a price that is far lower than $5, institutional accumulation has been rapidly increasing. When short sellers are confronted with a system that is overloaded with commitments that have not been delivered, funds are expanding their exposure. It is quite evident that these purchasers are aware of the fact that a forced recall, liquidity crisis, or margin stress event could result in a vigorous price movement. Significant sums of money do not amass for no apparent cause. They are making preparations for a potential breach in the system in the future. Despite the fact that the short side continues to employ delaying tactics, obligations are not eliminated by delays. They are able to exert price pressure, recycle shares that have been borrowed, and take advantage of settlement loopholes. Yet they are unable to eliminate synthetic exposure. Additionally, it is ironic that one of the strategies that short sellers now rely on is the same thing that they attempted to avoid, which is purchasing AMC shares themselves. This fact alone demonstrates how suffocating this system is. Commentary on the market also supports this assertion. If prominent members of the media disclose that they have had extensive personal exposure to AMC and GME, this indicates that a wider awareness of the underlying structural distortion is occurring. The topic around AMC continues to resurface because it is impossible to overlook the underlying inequality. This is despite the fact that mainstream publications frequently favor storylines that support institutional goals. The conduct of collaterals is yet another significant component of AMC's potential. Over the course of several years, analysts have made the observation that significant value shift into repressed meme stocks frequently coincides with drops in big assets, such as Bitcoin, technology, stocks, and megacaps such as Nvidia. How come? Mainly due to the fact that historically, short sellers have utilized these assets as collateral in order to keep prices at artificially low levels. The pressure shifts if the collateral becomes weaker. One recent study claimed that a single period of fall in Bitcoin's market cap equivalent to almost $1,000 per AMC share of displaced value. This was based on the findings of the study. When this is combined with reductions in the technology industry and other industries, the theoretical upward pressure becomes extremely significant. As a result of this, estimates that are in the hundreds or tens of thousands of dollars per share are not implausible when examined. Through the lens of the collapse of collateral and synthetic obligations, throughout the course of history, the pre-split values of AMC illuminate this potential even more vividly. It is clear that the tremendous upside continues to be roughly linked with past cycles, as evidenced by the fact that a price of $1,000 today only equals approximately $100 in terms earlier to the split. The increase in purchases made by institutions lends even more credence to this scenario. The fact that large companies are expanding their positions in AMCs while decreasing their exposure to other markets, such as Citadel Advisors cutting millions of GME shares, is indicative of strategic repositioning. Concurrently, exchange-traded funds, ETFs that incorporate AMC and GME, have demonstrated massive failures to deliver, including, moreover, $550 million in notional FTDs on XRT, which indicates that there are more fundamental structural issues in the settlement process. There have been recent gains expected to be between $20 and $25 million for the quarter, which indicates that AMC's investments, such as its interest in higher active mining, have demonstrated promising returns on the operational side. As the prices of commodities, gold, silver, and precious metals continue to rise, the value of high active continues to increase, which further improves AMC's financial condition. The unexpected appearance of unfavorable publications that attacked HIOF's valuation can be attributed to this reason. The pressure from the media tends to increase precisely when AMC is successful, which demonstrates a concerted effort to alter the opinion of retail customers. In addition to AMC, developments in other companies shed light on the possibility that synthetic creation is taking place across a number of different equities. Recent instances involving Genius Group GNS, for instance, demonstrate brokers exploiting future ATM shares as if they already existed, so producing millions of bogus shares in a single day. The synthetic count of AMC could be significantly greater than the estimations that are currently being used if this process is being misused on a widespread scale. For example, continuing cases against market makers such as Virtue for suspected naked shorting are an example of how deep systematic manipulation may go. In spite of the litigation, these companies continue to conduct business as if nothing has changed, which further emphasizes the requirement for significant governmental engagement. The ramifications may be tremendous, particularly for companies that are already choking under synthetic pressure. If the courts were to require institutions and brokers to disclose their exact settlement and locate procedures, another important factor is the increase of liquidity. This is the first time in years that excess liquidity has come close to disappearing, as the reverse repo facility of the Federal Reserve has decreased from $2.55 trillion to less than $1 billion. There was a significant amount of money utilized as collateral for market-wide shorting methods that come from reverse repo. In the event that it runs out, financial institutions will no longer be able to borrow against it, which will result in defensive selling across the market. This is consistent with the recent widespread fall in major indices and the technology sector. At the point where reverse repo reaches zero, the liquidity crisis will become significantly more intense. Institutions that are in a desperate need of funding may be forced to unwind positions, recall shares, or lose control of equities that have been repressed. Due to the nature of this environment, the likelihood of a forced short covering cycle occurring is considerably higher. A system that is strained beyond its capacity for stability is indicated by all of these indicators, including synthetic overload, collateral degradation, liquidity collapse, ETF settlement failures, and escalating institutional accumulation. It is becoming increasingly difficult for the market to contain AMC, and with each passing day, the structure is getting closer and closer to a resolution that cannot be avoided. The setup is unlike anything that the current market has ever encountered. Despite the fact that no one can accurately estimate the timing, I'm sorry guys, but it is all we have now for you. Regarding the stock of AMC, what are your thoughts? Participate and share your thoughts with us in the comment section right below. You are appreciated for watching.